My first guru was the earth. On the earth, I saw the mountain and the tree and the earth itself, and I got to know a few things from them. First of all, I went to the mountain and I just sat over there. I sat down on that. And what did I see? Anybody, whosoever, climbs up to the top of the hill, the mountain doesn't get worried and doesn't mind at all. If anybody descends from the mountain never becomes unhappy or sad and does not suffer in separation. Sometimes rain falls, but the mountain doesn't mind. Sometimes the wind blows, but the mountain doesn't mind. This is the teaching that the mountain gave to me. And from the mountain, I got to know this fact that one should be always established in his own blessed state of mind. And what did I do then? I just stopped worrying about my body. Whatever comes, and whosoever says anything, I don't mind. I'm going to read it again. What did I see from the mountain? Anybody, whosoever, climbs up to the top of the hill, the mountain doesn't get worried and doesn't mind at all. If anybody descends from the mountain never becomes unhappy or sad and does not suffer in separation. Sometimes rain falls, but the mountain doesn't mind. Sometimes the wind blows, but the mountain doesn't mind. This is the teaching that the mountain gave to me. So I just stopped worrying about anybody. Whatever comes and whosoever says anything, I don't mind. And after that, I got stability and patience like the mountain. Whosoever climbs up the mountain doesn't mind. And whosoever descends from the mountain doesn't mind. If anybody abuses the mountain, it doesn't mind. If rain falls, the mountain doesn't mind. If the rain does not fall, the mountain doesn't mind. And the trees and the forest and the flowers are growing on the mountain, but the mountain doesn't mind. If they are dry, mountain doesn't mind and doesn't suffer in separation. Then what do? I gave up my anger and I removed my tamas altogether, which creates anger. And now, if anybody abuses me in any way whatsoever, even if he spits on my face or on my body, I don't give a damn to it. Since then, I became so happy and I got those teachings in my heart forever. Commentary by my teacher. His name was Swami Sham. It is by the krodh and anger and agitation in the mind and uptightness and lobh, the greed and lalach, the possession of the thing, that gets the mind divided and tortured. That torturing of the mind is the division of the mind. Upsetting of the mind is the division of the mind. Now, when this is the case, then how can you meditate and how can the color of God be colored in you? If you can give up your anger and greed and all kinds of impatience and become established as deep and high as the mountain, then you will become a great Mahatma, a great soul. Dattatreya continued, Now I will tell you about the tree where I sat. I saw the tree. What does it do? It has put on the body and of a tree only for others. It does not eat for itself. No fruit tree eats for itself. It gives fruits to others, only for the earth, only for the greatest purpose, to help others. Whosoever sits under the tree, it doesn't mind, and whosoever cuts its branches, it doesn't mind. And since then, I have imbibed the quality of the tree, and I don't mind helping others whenever I can help them. Whenever somebody cuts my hair, or somebody cuts my tongue, or somebody cuts my words, I don't mind. I have followed the tradition of a tree and I became happy. The tree has put on the body only for others, and this is the knowledge that I imbibed. I became so vairagi and so virakt. Virakt means that I became disinterested in all the things which were belonging to me. Whomsoever comes, and whatever I can do from my side, I do it. And this is the teaching that I got from the tree. Before, there was never in my mind the idea that I should serve others. But when I came to know that the tree is meant for others, I have imbibed this quality. And since then, I came to imbibe the quality of doing good to others whenever and whatever I can do. This is the quality of Virakt. He never says no. Whatever he can do, he does it. And that were the teachings I got from the earth. There is no aham, there is no ego in earth. It has just been dissolved altogether. So I dissolved my ego. If anybody digs in the earth does not say anything and never gets uptight. So I also got this quality and I became blessed. And now my form is all for that purpose. If pain comes to the Virakt, the man of this knowledge, he just tolerates it. If happiness comes or pleasure comes, he takes it as it comes. The Virakt remembers God constantly in every thinking, in every writing, in every speaking, and in every acting, in every behaving. He always remains blessed. He never minds anything, nor does he have any kind of pride. He has got only one thing, that is oneness, that is total concentration of oneness. Whatever you are hearing, these qualities are to be imbibed, and then you will become happy. So that was one chapter. Let's just close our eyes and try and imbibe these qualities of oneness, dissolving like the earth, servicing like the tree, and being free from greed or ego like the mountain. And before we begin meditation, I would like to tell you that I would be taking a course in first week of August for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on simplifying the understanding of chakras. And we would do few chakras each day. You all can write to me if you would like to know the details. And our ongoing Tuesday and Saturday practice will be going on. It's there every month, and you can join in anytime. And we use breath and many other things as a tool to meditate. And you can sit comfortably now, where you can rest your back. Close your eyes. And be in a space where you will not be disturbed for another 30 to 35 minutes. but make sure you sit erect and not fall in sleep. So find yourself a comfortable position. And in meditation, it does not mean you cannot move. You can move if you feel little uncomfortable. But move gently so that it does not disturb your concentration. Now bring your attention to your body. Follow your breath. And as you follow your breath, the in breath and the out breath, just relax each part of your body. Just notice from head to toe what are the different sensations that you experience. Just noticing them, not categorizing them, not wanting to let go or holding on to them, but just giving them your open attention and relaxing there. So we begin with the head, breathing in. Notice what is happening around your head. You might feel something or you might not feel something. Whatever it is, just keep noticing. And bring in gentle relaxation. With every in breath, just notice, and with every out breath, bring in relaxation. Move to the back of your neck. Back of your shoulders. In between the scapulae. The mid back. Lower back. the buttocks, from the tailbone to the neck, all the bones of your spine, simply notice with every breath, experiencing without experiencing, observing your experience and bringing in gentle relaxation, holding on to nothing. From the buttocks, move to the hip, the thigh, the knee, both the knees. Breathing in, observe the experience. Breathing out, gentle relaxation, letting go. Both the legs, ankles, feet, all the toes, the entire leg from the lower limbs, from the hip to the toes. Moving to your arms, the shoulders again, the upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, breathing in, experience, notice the experience, breathing out, letting go and relaxing. Both the wrists, the palms, all the fingers, from the shoulder to the tip of your finger, your entire arm, left and right. Coming to the front side of your body, the neck area joining the shoulders and the chest, the heart region, the chest cavity, the ribs, upper abdomen, left and right in the center, the middle part of the abdomen, and the lower abdomen, right till the hips. Coming to the face, your forehead, both your eyes, ears, both your cheeks, chin, upper lip, lower lip, nose, right nostril, left nostril, and now notice the air with going in the nose with every in breath, and moving out with every out breath. As the whole body has now relaxed, bring your attention to your breath alone and notice how you are breathing in and how you're breathing out. Is it deep or is it shallow? Is it from your chest or is it from your abdomen? How are you breathing? And now try and shift to just abdominal breathing. You can keep one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach around the umbilicus, and with every in breath your belly expands, moves out, and with every out breath your belly collapses and moves in. As far as possible, avoid the movement at the chest, so you shift completely to abdominal breathing. The shift will happen in some time, so take your time. We are in no hurry. Let it happen very effortlessly, very gently. Breathing in, the belly expands. You feel a slight pressure on your lower abdomen, strain. And breathing out, your belly collapses. And the chest remains completely still. The breathing in the chest happens automatically. Breathing in, the belly becomes bigger, comes out, air fills in, breathing out, it collapses. And the moment you think you have got it, you can remove the hand from your chest and your stomach. For few, it might be very easy. For few, it might be a little difficult. Just know that abdominal breathing is the most natural way of breathing. Babies, if they are lying on the bed, you will see them breathing with their abdomen. It releases all the parasympathetic hormones, or parasympathetic, triggers the parasympathetic nervous system. So shift from chest to abdominal breathing whenever you can. For beginners, it might happen that few breaths they would do it with the abdomen, and few they would be in between feeling like breathing with the chest. That's completely all right. As if there is a tire around your lower abdomen, made of your belly, the sides of the belly, the lower back, and with every breath it expands and collapses. Take few more moments in bringing gently the idea of belly breathing. Establish yourself into focusing on just breathing in with your belly and breathing out with your belly. Don't take it as an exercise, take it as a memory which is triggered because you already knew how to breathe with your abdomen as a child and you're falling back into that. If some of you feel lightheaded or giddy, go back to your normal breathing and come back again to belly breathing. Don't try too hard. Just let go of the idea that you have to hold on to any kind of breathing and then it will happen. There is no wrong way of doing it. So, whatever you do is right. And now, let's dive deep into exploring each part of this breath, the in breath, out breath. That is what you notice. And now, notice the pause of few seconds between breathing in and out, and the pause of few seconds between breathing out and in. Breathing in, pause. Breathing out, pause. And if you could hold on to the pause for a longer time, breathing in, Pause, maybe count 2, 3, 4. Then breathing out. Pause 2, 3, 4. Lengthen your holding on in the pause. Breathing in with your belly, expanding your belly. Pause. Breathing out, collapsing your belly. Pause. Breathing in, expanding your belly. Pause. Breathing out, collapsing your belly. Pause. Do that for a few more cycles. Breathing in, expanding your belly. Breathing out, collapsing your belly. And now forget even the idea of breathing in or breathing out. Just bring your attention to the pause in between the in breath and the out breath. And bring all your attention to this pause, all your energy and focus on this pause. And watch that there is no scope to let in any thought encroach in this pause. The breath, the rise and fall of the breath is like the waves in the ocean. You notice the wave rises and you notice the wave falls. But when the wave rises to its peak, there is this few second, and when the wave falls and before the next one arises, there are these few seconds. And in that few seconds is where the stillness lies, where the peace lies. This is the zone of no mind state. This is the state where you can really explore the silence of your mind. The breathing in and out are like the noise, the words, the thoughts, the waves, the passing clouds. But the pause is like nothing, it is just stillness. It's just blank. There's no definition to it. On the ocean's surface, you see the rising and falling. But as you go deep, the rising and falling, the ripples, they start vanishing. And as you touch the ocean bed, the seabed, there's complete silence. The pause is that silence. All the life goes on under the seabed, but what is most noticeable is the silence. Our life, our thoughts, our mind is like the spinning wheel, always spinning, always moving. But as you come to the center of it, the center is very still. So let the ripple effect pass and come to the ocean bed where there's complete stillness. And expand into this silent, blank, nothing space. As you expand, you notice that it's always there, it's forever present. And the movement of life is happening on it. So, like the mountain, where all the movement happens on it, but the mountain remains unmoved. This silence, this pause, This nothingness, your nothingness, is the unmoving, unchanging mountain on whom life is projected, on whom the movement of life is taking place. And you are unaffected by this movement because it's not happening to you. It is just happening by itself. But what is your true nature? Your real nature is this nothingness, this unmoving, unchanging beingness, this silence. And at this very moment, you can experience it. This is not something out of your imagination. It's there. Be there and expand into that silence. And know that you don't really have to make a lot of effort to bring this state in you. It's always there in you. You just have to realize it. And meditation is to constantly explore this nothingness in you and slowly dissolving and becoming nothingness. And realizing this nothingness, the Guru within you arises. The Guru, the dispeller of darkness. To know that you are the eternal sunshine. So that is the purpose of meditation. To calm your mind, to achieve peace, to relax your body. All those are beautiful side effects of meditation, but not the purpose. The mind goes on, the life goes on. You don't really need to change anything. You just need to realize that this Guru exists in you, is always with you. And remembering this, any time of the day, you can just go back to your breath and expand into the pause. Even if you do it 12 minutes a day, it's enough. So you can move your toes and your fingers if you feel like. Rub your palms. Bring them over your eyes and face. And have a nice weekend, all of you. Thank you for joining. You can, if you want to access meditations, I've recently started to post on few recordings. I've just posted one as yet of my meditation on a YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel called Transcend 108. But I really don't have the time to prepare and do all these fancy videos. So whenever it's possible, I keep posting. So you can access, or you can feel free to get in touch with me. And yeah, so thank you, all of you. And feel free to ask any questions on WhatsApp and keep meditating. Bye bye. Thank you.